Fine here. You join me as I'm crouched down behind a cactus near a crowd of people, and somewhere in that crowd are the guests for tonight's Tim Vine Chat Show. I am so excited. I've got pins and needles running up and down my spine. No, wait. I've led back on the cactus. Let's do this.
All the guests on the Tim Vine Chat Show are plucked from the audience on the night of recording. The first time Tim meets them is when they walk up on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BBC Radio Theatre, the spiritual home of comedy and the physical home of nobody, because this is a theatre. Welcome to the Tim Vine Chat Show. Let's hear it for your host, Tim Vine! Thank you. Good evening. I was at home today. My dad's sister walked into the room spinning round in circles. I thought, oh, my giddy aunt. Yes, welcome to the Tim Vine Chat Show, the show where you, the audience, provide all the entertainment, which can only mean one thing. What we need is a miracle. What we need is a miracle. And I believe in miracles, don't you? Yep. That's just fantastic. Or were you being sarcastic? Let's grab this one chance. And if this miracle comes true, it'll be a miracle. What a voice! Give that woman a round of applause. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as I look round the room, I can see the celebrities of tomorrow. Unfortunately, we're actually recording today. Do you know, the other day I got lost in the jungle. Luckily, I had a compass with me, so I was able to draw perfect circles with a pencil. So I said to this bloke, I said, I've just sold some homemade chicken pellets to the local farm. He said, have you had any feedback? I said, I don't like it. I'll do all the chicken jokes now. I've got a chicken-proof lawn. It's impeccable. And that applause isn't quite catching on, is it? This chicken came up to me, he said, I can't find my eggs. I said, you probably mislaid them. So I was having a pillow fight with a friend of mine, and there were feathers absolutely everywhere because my friend is a swan. But you know, the reason why animal testing is not popular is because the tests are not interesting enough, are they? They should do more interesting tests. Like, for example, how long does it take to get a kangaroo into a wetsuit? If you put a frog on a trampoline, do they cancel each other out? If you sellotape a tortoise to the front of a Formula One car, at what speed does he close his eyes? So I was driving down the road, I was overtaken by a chocolate at 100 miles an hour. It was a Ferrari Rocher. But I tell you what, burglars are getting very clever, aren't they? I was in bed last night, my wife woke me up, she said, darling, wake up. She said, I think there's a burglar downstairs, can you go and check? So I got out of bed, I went downstairs, I checked in every room, and there was nobody there. And then suddenly I remembered, I haven't got a wife. So I dashed back upstairs, but it was too late, the bed had gone. But you know, I don't know about you, but I've only ever done one burglary, and I was caught because I made too much noise, but I was shown how to smash a window in total silence. What you do is you get a double page of newspaper and you cover it in golden syrup and then you stick it on the window. When you smash it, it comes off in little bits, makes no noise at all. The problem was, someone overheard me hammering the lid back on the syrup. But someone said to me, in fact, they didn't say it to me, I overheard it, that apparently syrup is very thick. It's got a very thick consistency. I mean, no one actually said it to my face. Well, the punchline's viscous rumour. You made that funny. So I said to Robin Hood, I said, I've just been tying pieces of string together in your hometown. He said, Nottingham. I said, yes, it was. I said, where'd you keep your arrows? He said, in a quiver. I said, where'd you keep your arrows? I said, do you want a game of darts? He said, nearest the ball starts. I said, bah. He said, I said, you're closest. But ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing on guests. Guests that are sitting in this very audience are coming on to be with us, and we have to play them on with music, so let's welcome the house band, Acme Blue Bottle. Let's hear it for them. Come on. Yes, Acme Blue Bottle. You can listen to them on Spotify. Before we go any further, I need to do a bit of housekeeping. It's a Hoover. Oh, that joke sucks. Let's do some catchphrases, ladies and gentlemen. This is a show with catchphrases. The first catchphrase is, I say to you, sir, I say, how old are you? And you say... 50. You're 50. I'm 50. We're all 50. And we all join in with the third bit. Do you like sunshine?
Yes.
You like sunshine. I like sunshine. We all like sunshine. That's the first catchphrase. The second catchphrase is I say, what's been killed? And you say, the atmosphere. Let's just try that now. What's been killed? The atmosphere. You may use that one several times. The next catchphrase is I say, temper, temper, and you all say, we're all friends here. So let's try that one. Temper, temper! We're all friends here. Are you ready for the first guest? Yes! You're ready for the first guest. I'm ready for the first guest. We're all ready for the first guest. What a thrill to kick this show off with an absolutely sensational guest. Ladies and gentlemen, this person is a sign maker, and his name is Alan Rose. Let's hear it for Alan! Come on, Alan. So, how are you, Alan?
I'm very nervous. Well, I've been
You're
nervous.
nervous?
I've gone right off the scale of nervous, I think.
Have you? Well, don't worry, I'm nervous as well. We're all friends here, aren't we? In fact, well, temper, and it doesn't really work like that, does it? But the point is, sign making. What a great job that is. Tell us about sign writing and sign making. What sort of do you is it always is it joined up writing? What was the last sign you made?
It was the industrial nameplate. It wasn't very funny.
Well, listen, don't worry, it's not your job. Let me worry about that. And I am slightly worried, actually. But an industrial nameplate. So what did it say?
Well, machines need information about how they work and what number they are and that sort of barcodes and so forth. And we make those.
Yeah.
Somebody has to do it.
Yeah. I don't know why you thought that wasn't funny, Alan. So it's a barcode?
Yes, barcode and number, yeah.
Are you sure you're a sign maker? Because I thought a sign maker is a sign, a barcode's not a sign, that's a label. You're a label maker, aren't you? Are you a label maker?
Yeah, but it doesn't sound quite as...
You're a label maker.
Yeah.
So is it only barcodes, or do you do anything else?
No, we can do anything. We can make photographs of metal as well.
You can photographs of metal?
On metal.
Oh,
yeah.
on metal.
Yeah, some people like to have, say, wedding album with a photograph on the front in metal.
Do they? Metal printing? Well, I never. I certainly wasn't expecting that. I saw a big sign the other day, and it just said the word future. I thought, that's just a sign of things to come, isn't it? But here is an extraordinary thing that happened to you in the 1980s. Will you tell us what happened? Because you were training to be a paratrooper at one time, weren't you?
Yes. And you have to do a lot of parachuting to do that. Yeah,
well, I imagine that training to be... Yeah, that sort of makes sense, that if you're training to do something, you do it. Yeah. So you were doing a lot of jumps?
Yes, you have to do a certain number of jumps to get your wings.
Right. Oh, they give you wings?
Yes. If you do all the jumps well, they give you wings, and you can wear them on your arm.
I was expecting a parachute, to be honest, but... You're in the aeroplane.
Yes.
And if it's all right with you, we'll do the whole show with Alan. You were in the aeroplane, Alan.
Yeah.
Tell us what happened.
So I leave the aircraft, and I actually connected with it as I jumped out.
Right.
And
that was a bad shot. You got the whole sky to aim at, and you hit the aircraft.
Yes.
Are you sure you jumped in the right direction? You might have closed your eyes and jumped backwards. You didn't do that, did you? No. So you jumped, and
so I hit the aircraft, and I spun around quite a lot.
Oh my word!
Which meant that my parachute got tangled up.
Mm. Right.
So I put my head back, but I couldn't get my head back because it was so tangled up behind my neck that I couldn't actually see it.
Oh my goodness!
So I was pondering the situation, and
is that another way of saying screaming? You see, it was cool as a cucumber. What really went through your mind? You must have thought you were going to die.
Before I really thought about what was going on, I hit the ground.
So the parachute didn't open?
It was open partially, yes.
At what sort of speed did you...
I don't know. It was very, very fast. And
what's been killed? I say that, you did survive, clearly, because you're here.
But I walked away from it.
Literally at that time?
Yeah, literally at the time, yeah.
I mean, it's one extraordinary thing to happen in your life. Do you think that was a sign? Let's hear it for Alan! I was going to say that he went down well, but that's probably the wrong phrase. Let's celebrate the first guest with a bit of music. Hit the music, please. I knew a couple from Eastern Europe. They loved with all their heart. Then one day they split up, and now they're just poles apart. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the next guest? Yes! So am I. What a thrill. This person's come all the way from Grays in Essex. They're the manager of a citizens' advice bureau in Southend. Let's hear it for Trish Carpenter! So you're the manager of a citizens' advice bureau in Southend.
I am.
What sort of advice do people ask you to give?
Oh, what don't they ask us?
Well, I don't want to know that. How do you ride a horse? You know.
I'll tell you the funniest one I was ever asked when I first started.
I like you already. What happened? Yes.
Well, somebody rang up and said, how long do I cook a turkey for? So I went away and said, because I was only training at the time, and they said, well, I usually put it in the oven for this long.
And you just told them how you cook a turkey?
Yes, well, I never have, so it was rather a difficult question for me. I've always managed to go somewhere else for Christmas dinner rather than inflict my cooking on friends and family who probably wouldn't want
Right, it must
to
be
go through
pretty
that
bad for you to not spend Christmas with your family. But
You've not met them?
I've not met them,
No.
it's true, but let me just check they're not coming up next. But what a great thing, because presumably you can be asked anything. You just said you were asked about Turkey. What other questions do people ask? What sort of things do people
everything.
ask?
Today I was talking to somebody about wills and death, so it's everything.
I was
But
going
A
to
to Z. It is literally A to Z, and it was really quite useful when they brought in 0 hours contracts, because at long last, when I was giving a talk, I had Z.
You
as
had
an
a Z?
example, yes.
Right,
Prior
at
to that,
last.
to stop at X-rays.
Right. I had a joke to tell, but I'm happy to hear you now. I was going to say I was going to write my will, but, you know, life's too short, isn't it? Yeah. But your stuff was better. No, you were nearly... something terrible nearly happened to you. Nearly shot, weren't you?
I was.
Right. Well, that's... We'd certainly like to know how that happened.
Okay.
Yeah. Was this actually in... Where were you? What happened?
We were in the office.
You were in the office?
Yes, we were honoured to have a visit by Her Royal Highness, the Princess Royal, Princess Anne. And the previous visit that Princess Anne had been on had been to a country park.
Right.
And coming from the top of the Princess Royal's jacket was an insect.
An insect?
Yes.
What sort of insect?
I honestly can't remember, but it was crawling and it was quite large.
You're certain it wasn't a brooch?
No, definitely moving. And as any person would do,
Yes.
you go to get rid of it because you don't want things like that.
Please tell me you didn't try and shoot it off. Right.
And because of the arm movement to flick the offending insect, the Royal Protection Officer nearly had to draw his weapon and shoot me.
You tried to brush an insect off the Princess Royal. I tried to brush an insect off the Princess Royal. We all tried to brush an insect off the Princess Royal. Why don't we play a game of opposite?
Okay.
What is the opposite, the opposite, the opposite? What is the opposite of A? What is the opposite of sofa?
Lounge.
No. Sofa is in a lounge, but it's not the opposite of lounge. I was after spiral staircase. What is the opposite of which is a shame, because if you'd have got that right, you would have won a set of 3 Tim Vine DVDs. Yeah, I know. There's some films that I've already seen. Don't need them anymore. Let's hear it for Trish! What an extraordinary guest that was. Let's sing a song together. It's a song that you can all join in with at home and in the studio. This song is called It's Easy. Hit the music, please. It's easy. 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 It's easy, easy, easy. It's easy, easy, easy. It's easy, easy, easy. It's easy, easy, easy. It's easy. It's easy. It's easy. Blimey, it was hard work, wasn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the next guest? Yes! So am I. What a thrill to have this person with us. We're bringing youth up here, the future of our country. Let's hear it for student Jack Moore. Let's hear it for Jack. Jack, lovely to see you. You don't get a job as an airline pilot. They say, hi, Jack, and everyone starts screaming. It's great, because look at you in your prime of life. How old are you?
20.
20 years old. 20 years old. I mean, it's just the future is, it's just all ahead of you, isn't it? And well, it's all ahead of all of us, actually, the future. But, what are you actually studying at?
Product design.
Product design.
Yeah.
So to be doing that course, though, you must be interested in something like that as well. You've probably got some amazing dream job that you want to do at the end of it all. What do you want to do?
Working for someone like Lego would be quite nice. Some sort of product company. Yeah.
Okay. In what capacity?
Sort of general building of Lego.
If you've just joined us, he's 20. I mean, I'm with you, actually. Well, I am at the moment. Something happened to you, didn't it? Let's hope so. Anyway, Jack. So you were picked up by a Ugandan taxi driver. I mean, you know, he was in the role of taxi driver.
I was indeed. I was off to do some whitewater rafting for the weekend. A man, very insistent that he was from the rafting company I was going with, ushered me into his van. Yeah. Did you just look at your watch then? You won't be here for much longer, don't worry. So the Ugandan taxi driver, he said, I'll take you to your rafting place. He did indeed. Right, yeah. We started driving off and I kept checking, you're with this company or the right person. He said, yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. I probably should have picked up on that from the start, that he wasn't too sure about it all. Right. We got to the very edge of the city and I asked him just one more time, you're definitely with this company? He said, no, I've got nothing to do with them. Oh dear. That's a bit scary at that point, isn't it? A bit peculiar. Yeah. I said, so where are you taking me? Oh. And he thought... Just leave that, wait a minute, let that moment just hover there for a moment. That's a page-turner moment there. We just know, hold on, where are you taking... I mean, can we have some creepy music, perhaps? And perhaps if you could just tell that last bit of the story again, and but slower. Some creepy music, please. Here we go. So we were driving along and I asked the guy for a third time, you're definitely with this company? And he said, no. And I said, so where are you taking me? And what did he say? In the general area of the rafting. That was creepy. So you got out, did you? And yeah, at that point, I said, I don't think I'm meant to be in your taxi. No. And he said, so why are you in here? You've got to get out. So chucked me out of the taxi. Yes. With probably still a good hour to go on the journey. Right. I had to somehow find my way back to the correct taxi man. who was going to take me not just to the general area of the rafting, but the actual area of the rafting.
That's one of those stories that's scariest in the middle, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Have you ever met your bank manager?
No.
Do you know, it's amazing how many people haven't. I've never met your bank manager either. Let's hear it for Jack, ladies and gentlemen. There he is. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sing a song about an evil German dictator. Hit the music. But I love music, but there's some types of music I don't like. I don't particularly like the songs of Simon and Garfunkel. To me, they're all full of lies. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the next guest? Yes! So am I. We've had some absolute stars on the show so far. What a thrill to have this person with us. Please welcome health therapist Tracy Dell. Let's hear it for Tracy. How wonderful to see you here, Tracy. You're a health therapist.
I am.
Now, that sounds like a nurse, but it's probably not, is it?
I'm not, no.
No. Well, tell us what a health therapist is then.
I do colonic irrigation.
Good Lord. Oh, that takes it out of you, doesn't it? Well, I mean, I'm not sure what... I genuinely, it says health therapist. I wasn't expecting that, but it's...
Sorry.
No, listen, and it's supposed to be very good for you, isn't it? It's supposed to...
Yeah, it's very good for you, very cleansing.
Yeah, well, that's the nature of it, is it
Yeah,
cleansing?
yeah.
I've heard that it can give you an immediately flatter stomach and things like that. And...
Absolutely, and healthy skin, and just feel amazing. Yeah, we have a lot of footballers and sports people that come in and have it done.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it really is... is there a problem, like, in the summer, if there's, like, a hosepipe ban or anything? Is there a... But, it's hard to know what the line of questioning should be, but aside from colonic irrigation, what other therapies do you do as a health therapist?
That's the only thing I do.
Oh, flip. So how many of those do you do a day?
5 to 6 a day normally, sometimes a few more.
Blimey. So there's nothing else in the pipeline? But an interesting thing happened to you. You were working with a patient, and
yes.
presumably she'd come in for the colonic irrigation, had she?
She'd come in, and she was quite an elderly patient.
Right.
And she filled out her form, and
yes.
like sometimes older people do, she went into a lot of detail about absolutely everything,
right.
including a verruca, which wasn't really relevant for the treatment that I was doing. But,
well, it's worth knowing, though, isn't it? Because, many of the time, verrucas, but you continue with the story. Yes.
So she'd filled out just about everything on her form, and then
right.
I got her onto the table, and then I needed to turn her over. So to guide her in the direction I wanted to go, I just sort of like moved her leg over.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately it came off in my hand. So she...
Her leg came off in your hand?
Her leg came off in my hand, and she hadn't...
Well, that's got rid of her verruca.
So she hadn't put on the form that she had a false leg, but she put everything else on.
Right then, Tracy, let's play What Cutlery Drops. Is it a knife or a spoon or a fork? What cutlery drops? Is it a spoon or a fork or a knife? What cutlery drops? You're going to hear an item of cutlery fall onto a table. You must tell me what item of cutlery it is. Okay, you ready for this?
Yes.
Right, drop the cutlery. What do you think that is? Any ideas, audience? What do you think? What's that? Higher than a spoon? What do you think?
I think it's a fork.
Oh, the audience aren't sure. Well, actually, you are wrong. It's a knife.
Oh.
Gosh, the big cutlery experts in the audience, aren't they? Okay, are you ready for another one?
Okay.
You need to get this right because you've only got 2 more. So, here we go. Drop that cutlery. Any idea, audience? They said foon. What do you think?
I'm going to go with a knife.
Which was, of course, what the first one was.
Yes.
Very clever. And wrong, I'm afraid.
Oh.
The answer was that was a spoon.
Right,
So,
I'm going with the audience this time.
Yeah, well, stay here for a bit longer. Let's hear one more piece of cutlery drop. Drop that cutlery. What do you think, audience?
I think it's a 4.
You're absolutely right, it's a 4! Seeing as you're so good at this, maybe we'll make it slightly harder, but we'll drop some cutlery onto a drum. So let's hear. Drop that cutlery onto a drum. What's that? Audience, what do you think?
It did bounce, didn't it?
Yes, and as we know, only some cutlery does that. Come on then, what do you think?
Okay, I'm going to go with a spoon.
Spoon's right, the spoon on a drum! Let's hear it for Tracy! I don't want to show off, ladies and gentlemen, but I am able to incorporate Northern Irish towns into jokes. I know what you're thinking. Is there any skill in that? You know, I read in the papers that the thief stealing T-shirts in order of size is still at large. I went to the head office of the RSPCA. It's absolutely tiny. You couldn't swing a cat in there. What a night we've had together. We've made so many memories here tonight. And do you know what? There's one word that sums it all up for me. And do you know what that word is? Gratitude. You guys, thank you for sharing your stories with me. Every single one of them was fascinating. I said, you guys, you bring new meaning to love at first sight. I won't forget you all, try as I might. And I'm gonna try tonight. I said, you guys, you were all so friendly and ever so perky. I still don't know how to cook a turkey. You've been inspired, I've been inspired, we've all been inspired. Thank you very much, good night! The Tim Ryan Chat Show is produced by Richard Morris and is a BBC Studios production.
All the Tim Ryan Chat from the audience on the night of recording. The first time Tim meets them is when they walk up on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful Theatre Royal Opera House, here in the home of opera, Wakefield. This is a Tim Vine Chat Show. Let's hear it for your host, Tim Vine. Hello, Wakefield. Do you know, an extraordinary thing happened to me today. I was parked on the side of a hill. Suddenly, I was overtaken by 3 trees, a bollard, and a woman screaming, "Put your handbrake on." Yes, welcome to the Tim Vine Chat Show, the show where you, the audience, are the stars of a show, which can only mean one thing. What we need is a miracle. What we need is a miracle. And I believe in miracles, don't you?
I certainly do.
Let's build an exciting place. Madam, take that look off your face. Let's grab this one chance, and if this miracle comes true, it'll be a miracle. What a voice that woman's got! Give her a round of applause. What a night! The stars of tonight's glittering gala are in this very audience, and I, for one, can't wait to find out what feast of delicious surprises we will soon be tucking into, and what the show will throw up. So I was walking down the street, 600 feet above sea level. It was a high street. My girlfriend said to me, she said, "Tim, how come you always walk in front of me?" I said, "I'm sorry, I don't follow you." And then a bloke came up to me. He said, "How would you like to own Wembley Stadium, Wembley Arena, and all their facilities?" So I see you trying to give me a complex. And then I saw this genie, and he was going, "I'm so frightened. I'm so frightened." I thought, he's lost his bottle. I said, "Can I have a go on your sword?" He said, "All right, I'll give you 3 swishes." Because he was a genie. Doesn't matter. So I went down to a local hospital and I saw a pixie and he was elated. Well, he was pixelated. I couldn't see his face. I said, are you here to give blood? He said, I'm not allowed to give blood. I said, why not? He said, I've got too much hemoglobin. But you know, I've got a friend who shall remain nameless who never got christened. Last time I went to a christening, the vicar was facing the wrong way. He was back to font. I saw a vicar in a cathedral, his left arm dropped off. I thought, he's a loose cannon. He said, do you deny getting married to 2 women? I said, I do. So I went to a karaoke night at the Vatican. London, Paris, New York, Munich, everybody talk about Pope music. I said to this German, I said, can you tell me where the Pope lives? He said, that I can. I said, how come you've got a piece of meat in the boot of your car? He said, that is my spare veal. But ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing on guests from this very audience, and we need to play them on with brilliant music. Let's hear it for our house band, Miniature Beehive. Let's hear it for them. Ah, yes, Miniature Beehive, who of course featured in the film Kids, I Shrunk the Honey. Now, we will be doing some sound effects tonight. We've had a slight problem with our sound effect machine, so I hope that won't take away any enjoyment for you of the show. Excuse me while I throw this feather on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got catchphrases to learn. The first catchphrase is, I say to you here in the front row, I say to you, where were you born? And you say?
Hartlepool.
You were born in Hartlepool. I was born in Hartlepool. We were all born in Hartlepool. And we all join in with the third bit. Do you like colourful socks?
I love colourful socks.
You love colourful socks. I love colourful socks. We all love colourful socks. The second catchphrase is, I say, what's been killed? And you say, the atmosphere. Let's just try that now. What's been killed? The atmosphere. And the third catchphrase is, I say, temper, temper, and then you say, we're all friends here. So there's only about 12 catchphrases. We'll get there in the end. Temper, temper. We're all friends here. The next catchphrase is, I say, don't do the jokes, and you all shout, leave that to Tim. Don't do the jokes. Leave that to Tim. Are you ready for the first guest? Yes. You're ready for the first guest. I'm ready for the first guest. We're all ready for the first guest. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage our first guest. He's a solicitor and former cowboy. Let's hear it for Nathan Bilton. Oh. Now, Nathan, you're a solicitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've never fully understood what that is. What do you do on a day-to-day basis, starting from when you first get into the office?
Put on the computer.
You part with the computer. You say goodbye to that.
Put on the computer.
Oh, you put on the computer, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
then whereabouts? I see. You switch it on. Right.
Yeah.
Yes, and it makes a little beep noise or something. Does it go beep?
Yeah.
It powers up. Right?
Yeah.
Quite an exciting morning already. And what's the first thing that comes up when you do that? What comes up?
Sign in.
Sign in.
Password.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us that. Well, you put in a password, right?
Yeah.
Probably some upper and lowercase mixture of it and some numbers.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Great. Just checking you're doing all that.
Yeah.
And then. And then what comes up on the screen then after that moment that we're all familiar with? And then it suddenly goes into solicitor world, doesn't it? So what
it does.
then? Yeah.
Desktop.
Pardon?
Desktop.
You started speaking French. Desktop?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, we haven't yet got to your job yet. No, okay, right.
This is about 11:30.
11:30 by this stage. But okay, so it says desktop now. Okay, so then you then what is it? Does it ask you for another password or something, or do you then go on from that?
Into emails then.
You're into your email straight away.
Straight in. Yeah.
Goodness me, I can see why you wanted to do this job. It's and so the email. You do your emails first of all, do you, at the beginning of the day? Is that your first? Yeah. And what kind of what sort of things are you? Give me an example of a really great email you once got.
I don't think I've ever had a really good one.
After lunch, do you do any work?
So I draft contracts. It's exciting.
Right, okay. You put them next to the window, do you?
Yeah.
Draft contracts, put them next to the window. Thank you, just the one person.
So a company might want a new IT system.
Yes.
So they find who they want to go with, and then we draft the contract about the IT system.
Right, okay. Tell us about your hobbies. I mean, it says here that you're a former cowboy.
Yes, I used to be a cowboy.
Right, and you gave that up to be a solicitor. You were looking for more excitement than the cowboy wasn't delivering. I'm actually wearing cowboy lingerie. Yeah, the silky bras are on me. In what capacity were you a cowboy?
So I was in Montana. I was emigrating to New Zealand at the time and stopped in Montana on the way.
Classic stopover, isn't it?
And then my mate who I was visiting arranged for me to go to a ranch and be a cowboy.
And what did you do on the ranch then?
They trained horses.
They trained horses?
Yeah,
wow.
So broke them in.
What do you mean, you did burglaries with them? What do you mean? It doesn't quite work, that joke, when you think about it, but it's got some of the words of a joke in it. Now, and here we are, look, but listen, there's an extraordinary thing happened to you. During a haircut, something happened to you, didn't it?
Yeah.
So tell us, you were in the barber's.
So I was going to a wedding in Harrogate.
Right, you do get around, I must say. Was this on the way back from Montana? Right. You were in a wedding in Harrogate, yes.
And I needed to get a haircut beforehand.
Right.
So I'd never been to that part of Harrogate before.
Right, so it was a worrying time for you.
It was.
Yeah.
So found a barber shop.
Well, good for you.
It was a tiny barber shop.
Oh, well, what you just did with your hands there suggested it was the size of a phone box. It really was very small.
It was really small.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Because if it's too emotional, we can stop.
So I was sat there having my hair cut, and there was only me and the hairdresser in the shop.
Well, it's hard to do it on your own, isn't it? Yes.
Now, the hairdresser needed to go across the back of the shop for something else.
Right.
As soon as they did, the cupboard door opened and 6 firemen came out.
Well, what were they doing in there? What was that about?
What I hadn't realised is that it wasn't actually a cupboard, it was a flight of stairs to the flat upstairs.
Oh, I see. Maybe you'd asked for a shampoo and set on fire. So you were at the barber's, some firemen came out of the cupboard. I was at the barber's, some firemen came out of the cupboard. We were all at the barber's, some firemen came out of the cupboards. Let's play a little game. Are you familiar with the game Guess Who?
Yeah.
Are you? Well, this is football sticker Guess Who. It's okay, here we go. Just do the best you can. Right, he's got dark hair. He's not smiling. He's wearing a shirt, and he's slightly stubbly chin. Who's that?
Is it Mesut Ozil?
No, it's Corey Evans from Northern Ireland.
Oh.
It's the harder version of that game, in fairness. Let's hear it for Nathan! Let's hear it for Nathan! A little song for you now on the guitar. This song is called Ode to My Girlfriend's Mother. Ode to my girlfriend's mother. 10,000 pounds. Did you ever see someone you know, but you didn't want to talk to them? So you pretended that you hadn't seen them? Well, let me tell you something. It doesn't work if you're in their house. Are you ready for the second guest? This next person is from Doncaster. They're a counsellor. Let's hear it for Claire Panlin. Let's hear it for Claire. Oh, hello, Claire.
Hello.
Oh, well, now you're a counsellor.
I am.
Right, so you're good at listening?
Yes.
And so you listen to people with problems?
Yeah, children.
Oh.
I know. I don't like children, though.
What's been killed? The atmosphere!
It might be depressing, this.
Well, let's just think about something. I mean, is it odds? It doesn't have to be depressing. I mean, it could be something... Well, you're right. Most of it's quite... But people have phobias, don't they?
They do.
Claire, are you scared of anything?
Yes.
What?
Cats.
What is it about cats that...
I don't know. They just freak me out and make me faint.
They make you faint? Do you... Oh, that's nice. People in the audience meowing. The sort of audience I get, I'm afraid.
I know.
I'm just leaving a little pause there. So, do you have any pets?
No.
Oh, so it's all pets that you don't like?
No, I just don't have any, because my husband's mean.
You're sharing quite a lot for a counsellor.
I don't get to talk much, I only get to listen.
That's true. Claire, something happened to you, and let's cheer everything up with a little anecdote you got for us. Tell us your anecdote. Where were you?
At a funeral.
Oh, good grief.
This is a real true story. So it was a sunny day in October.
Lovely.
And sadly, my godmother passed away, and it was her funeral. But I've not seen anybody for such a long time that I didn't recognise family members. And the funeral, it was a cremation, and the...
Oh, cremations. They make my blood boil. Yes, go on.
The hearse rocks up.
Pardon?
The hearse...
The hearse rocks up.
Yeah. And there's all these old dears sort of milling around. So I get all these people into the thing. My auntie, by the way, was called Christine. And so we were all sat down. I failed to see the wreath that said Doris. Everybody's looking a bit confused as our sister Doris's funeral's taking place. Yeah, I'm ushering everybody out and making them go back through the entrance again, so they in effect sat through two funerals.
An uplifting story. Now listen, I'd like to try and give away prizes if I can. The prize is a secret wig, so keep that under your hat. So we're going to try something, and it's called Interrogate.
Interrogate.
My friend Terry has a gate. I'm going to play the sound of 3 different gates opening.
Right.
You have to decide which of these 3 gates belongs to Terry. Is it gate number 1? Is it gate number 2? Or is it gate number 3? Morning, Terry. Sorry, I did tell him to cut that bit out, actually. I don't know how that happened.
Interrogate.
Let's hear it for Claire! Thank you, Claire. Now I'm going to sing you a song on my guitar. This is called This Is the Noise You Hear. This is the noise you hear. This is what you hear when a cat slips on some ice.
What?
This is the noise you hear. This is what you hear when a dog remembers something sad. Ooh. This is the noise you hear. This is what you hear. When a man watering his plants finishes off a bottle of beer, then accidentally points the hose at his own face. No! This is the noise you hear. This is what you hear. When a car screeches to a halt, hits a small goat, and makes a witch laugh. This is the noise you hear. This is what you hear. When an audience isn't expecting a song to end. Are you ready for the next guest? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This person is retired, and you know how much wisdom comes with that. Let's hear it for Martin Lees. Let's hear it for Martin. Martin, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're retired.
Yeah.
So what were you doing before you were retired?
Working.
Right. Don't do the jokes. But what job were you doing? What was the?
I worked for BT, and then I left BT, and I became a childminder with my wife.
What were you doing at BT when you were at BT?
I was an engineer.
Right. What sort of? I never know what engineering.
Well, various roles throughout. I worked there.
Never mind lunch. But what do you do though as an engineer?
I worked in an exchange, and then I worked in a van and going out and doing transmission lineups. And
so, what's the transmission lineup? What's that?
It's incredibly boring.
Well, let the audience be the judge of that. But I mean, a transmission lineup certainly sounds exciting.
Transmission circuits for like bank ATM machines where the ATM's linked to a head office, and we put the line in between the ATM and the bank, and have to line the circuit up.
And you mind children as well?
Yes. Now,
I tell you a thing that I do sometimes at cash points is, and you can do this if you want to wind someone up. Wait till someone's finished using a cash point machine, then you go up to them with a pair of binoculars, and you say, "Sorry, was the last number an 8 or a 3?" Tell us about your incident with some sunglasses.
This was while I worked for BT. So I got up this morning, got dressed, put my sunglasses on, got in the car, drove to work.
Yes. Right.
Went out, did a few jobs, got some really strange looks off people. I thought, what's the matter with him? Why is he looking at me like that? That's strange. Yeah. Eventually I had to take my van into the workshop.
Yes.
The engineer in there gave me a really, really strange look. Went home that night and it was really warm, and I thought, I need a wee. So I nipped upstairs to the toilet, like you do.
Well, if your toilet's upstairs,
yeah. Walked into the bathroom, looked in the mirror, and one of the lenses had fallen out and was still in my pocket. So one was completely dark and the other was completely clear. And I went, oh, God.
How did you not know that it happened?
Well, because your eye reacts to light, doesn't it? So one eye would react to the dark lens and the other reacted to no lens. And I was perfectly fine to me, but everybody was looking at me going, what the hell are you doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Martin. There he is. Do you know, when I'm not working as a comedian, I work for the Coast Guard, as you know. And the question I get asked more than any other question is, Tim, do you remember the names of the people you've saved? And I said, of course I do. Once you've saved someone's life, you never ever forget them. I remember there was a guy called Mr. Brennan, and he was cut off by the tide in a giant echoey cave, and I managed to get in there, and I shouted for him. I said, Mr. Brennan! Mr. Bartlett! Mr. Bartlett! Mr. Bartlett! No, sorry. It's Mr. Bartlett, yes. Mr. Brennan was the day before, and he didn't make it. So I went to this shop. I said, do you sell hoodies? He said, we've got so many of them, we've actually got a menu full of them. I said, can I play my violin? He said, of course you can. You play your violin and I'll get your hoodie menu in. Are you ready for the next guest? Yeah! Me too. Please welcome to the stage an unemployed secretary. Let's hear it for Debbie Moore. Let's hear it for Debbie. Come on, join me, Debbie. So, Debbie, lovely to see you. Settle down there with it.
Pleased to meet you, Tim.
Well, very pleased to meet you as well, Debbie. Now, you say you're an unemployed secretary, but so are you looking for work as a secretary? Are you?
Yes, at the moment, yes.
Right. Well, maybe there's someone in the audience who needs a secretary. Is there anyone in the audience who needs a secretary? Well, well, anyway, I'm sure there's someone. But yeah. So, what was the last company you worked for?
It was a Catholic college based in Wakefield, Thomas the Becket.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I've heard of Thomas the Becket. I'm going, oh yeah, but I've heard of. Well, he didn't have a great end, did he? But he. But what were you doing for? Who were you working for?
Well, it was basically the school. I was just temping there for about 6 weeks while someone was on maternity leave.
Then that person came back from maternity.
Yeah.
So they weren't away for an eternity. They were away from maternity. Oh, that would make well, it made me laugh inwardly. Do you have what's it say on your T-shirt, by the way?
The Haley Sisters, they're a country duo.
Ah.
But actually, there's 3 of them.
Right, name one of their songs. You name one of their songs. See if I can guess the tune.
I'm afraid I couldn't tell you.
Okay, I'll have a go. I'm afraid I couldn't tell you when I saw you yesterday, riding your horse past my window and chucking up bales of hay. I just didn't know what to do. You threw a stirrup and you made me some stew, and then you went and told your friends that Seeing as you want to work as a secretary and you have done in the past and words are your thing, let's play Whistle Word. Whistle Word. I'm going to whistle a word and you've got to try and guess what it is, okay? So, for example, that's train. Okay? And that's teeth. Okay, so here is your word.
Elbow.
It had 3 syllables.
I was never really good at maths.
I'll go again.
Wallflower.
That's 3 syllables. Wallflower.
I'm getting there, aren't I?
You are getting there. That's wrong, as it happens. The word I was looking for was momentum. Let's do it for Debbie! Probably, like me, you're wondering how many different types of mouthwash there are. Well, I've asked someone to look that up on the internet. I said Google. A long time ago, I said to my father, I want to be a comedian. He said, well, practice in the bath. So I did, now I am one. He gave the same advice to my brother, but unfortunately, he wanted to be an electrician. So I went to the electrical shop. I said, I'd like someone to sell me a kettle. He said, Kenwood. I said, where is he? So I went to the supermarket. I said, that vinegar's got lumps in it. He said, those are pickled onions. Do you know, I said to this bloke, I said, I've just bought a guitar for my girlfriend. He said, a Fender? I said, no, she liked it. But you know, as we reach the end of this incredible experience together, one word is echoing around my head. Do you know what that word is, madam? Do you know what it is? It's gratitude. You guys, thank you for sharing your stories with me. Every single one of them was really great. You guys, when I look at your faces, my heart starts to soften. You have an encouraging smile. You should use it more often. And yours a little bit less. I said, you guys, your wonderful stories gave me so much joy. Makes me want to go to Montana and become a cowboy. You've been inspired, I've been inspired, we've all been inspired. Good night, Wakefield! The Tim Vine Chat Show is produced by Richard Morris and is a BBC Studios production.
All the guests on the show are plucked from the audience on the night of recording. The first time Tim meets them is when they walk up on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BBC Radio Theatre. Brace yourselves for an evening of fun, laughter, education and slight tension. It's the Tim Vine Chat Show. Please welcome your host, Tim Vine! You're too kind. Hello, everyone. And hello, listeners at home. Don't touch that button. Yeah, I went down to the local travel agency. I said, I want to book a flight, very short notice. He said, you've just missed it. Welcome to the Tim Vine Chat Show, the show where you, the audience, provide all the entertainment, which can only mean one thing. What we need is a miracle. What we need is a miracle. And I believe in miracles, don't you? I do. You look like someone who likes to laugh, doesn't he? So let's grab this one chance, and if this miracle comes true, it'll be a miracle. What a voice! Give that woman a round of applause. I can feel the excitement in this room, ladies and gentlemen, as the guests sit amongst the actual audience. Malities, 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 malities. Well, that's the formalities over with. So I went down to a local binoculars shop. I tell you what, they saw me coming. Of course, binoculars is plural, and the singular is telescope. I see Basil Brush has been diagnosed with an irregular heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. But I went to the Chinese restaurant. I said, I want to eat something different. I said, I always eat the same thing when I come in here. He said, what do you want to eat? I said, what about that thing you've got written in the window? Yawa E-Cat. I'll have that. He said, and that says takeaway. It's on the other side. I went on a date with a girl called Simile. I don't know what a metaphor. This girl came up to me, said, I'm going to cover myself in soapy bubbles, and you're next. I said, rather you than me. But the metaphor one was good, wasn't it? And, do you know, I was once offered a job as a dentist for a gift horse, but you know what they say. You do know what they say, yes. But a friend of mine said to me, he said, Tim, he said, how come there's a crocodile in your car reading a map? I said, he's my navigator. I remember one job interview. The job interviewer said to me, he said, are you ambitious? And I said, no, I'm not. I said, no, I can only live on land. I can't live underwater as well. The best place I ever worked was a shop. I won't tell you the name of the shop because that would be advertising. I'll just tell you the initials. B&Q. Can you remember the last time you ate rice pudding? No. You've got ambrosia. That's what that is. So I went to the coffee shop. I said, I want to buy a cappuccino. He said, is that to sit in? I said, no, I'm going to drink it. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Hello, my name's Bruce Willis, and I was in the Die Hard films, and I used to shoot at people, and people would shoot back at me. Yes, I'm a film star. My name's Bruce Willis. I'm a film star. I'm a film star. I think I may have given you the wrong impression. I remember when my woodwind instrument fell ill, and so I wrote him a card, and the punchlines get well bassoon. You make that funny. So I was working in a health food shop, and a bloke walked in. He said, evening primrose oil. I said, Mr. Vine, do you? He said, saw your chunks. I said, you shouldn't have been looking. He said, I want to be the age I was just before I was a teenager. I said, you need this pill. He said, what's that? I said, B12. But I woke up this morning, and I was lying on my side. I looked at my alarm clock, and I thought, God, it's 6:45 already. Then I sat up, and I realised I was staring at a tub of E45. But here is how not to answer the phone in a jaundice clinic. Yellow. What a show we've got for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What a show. And I tell you what, we've got a house band here. Let's hear it for the Conkers. There they are. The Conkers. They've had a string of hits. no, not that old chestnut. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some catchphrases before we bring on the first guest. I can feel the excitement in the room already. Who's the first guest going to be? I want to know as well, but let's do some catchphrases first. The first catchphrase is I say to you, how big are your shoes? And you say...
4.
Your shoes are 4. My shoes are 4. All our shoes are 4. And we all join in with the third bit. Do you like apples?
I do.
You like apples. I like apples. We all like apples. That's the first catchphrase. And the second catchphrase is I say, what's been killed? And you say, the atmosphere. Let's try that. What's been killed? The atmosphere. And the final catchphrase is I say, I like what you're doing, and then we all join in with the next bit, but it's a bit too visual for radio. Let's try that. I like what you're doing, but it's a bit too visual for radio. Are you ready for the first guest? Yes! You're ready for the first guest. I'm ready for the first guest. We're all ready for the first guest. What an absolute thrill to have someone here, ladies and gentlemen, who is a chef from the army. Let's hear it for Tim O'Sullivan. Let's hear it for him. Tim, it's a great pleasure to have you here. You're in the army.
Ex-army, yes.
Ex-army? Yeah. How long ago did you leave?
A long time ago.
Right. All right. That's quite a lot of detail. How many years ago was it? Was it years ago or?
Years ago, yes.
Yeah. How many years ago was that?
Years ago.
Years ago. Right. Did they make you leave because you just weren't forthcoming enough? You'd be good if you were tortured, though. You wouldn't give anything away, would you? No. So you were a chef?
I was a chef, yeah.
Oh, you gave that away quite quickly.
Yeah.
Right. But and were you always a chef? I mean, did you join the army as a chef?
I joined the army. I was in the TA. And I built myself up from there.
Right. Okay.
I was a comedy chef, then I turned to a chef.
A comedy chef? Oh, what?
You were. I was a comedy chef, then I became a chef. Yeah.
What's a comedy chef? You say?
Yeah.
You don't mean you work for the Russians? No. What does that actually mean, though, a comedy chef?
I basically do all the sandwiches, all the runarounds.
Oh, right. Okay. So you're making sandwiches.
Yeah, and peeling potatoes.
Peeling potatoes. Yeah. Great.
Great job.
No, sounds like great. But someone's got to do it because an army marches on its stomach. I know this phrase.
Yeah.
And was this? Did you do this cooking in the field?
Everywhere. I mean, Amazon.
Oh, right. Well, they do some great work, don't they? Yes. Yes. Did you really go to the Amazon? Did you? Did you really? You cooked in the Amazon. You went all the way to the Amazon and you made them sandwiches. Is that what it was? They probably could have taken them with them, to be fair. You wouldn't have had to go out there and cut it all up.
No, we're on manoeuvres in the Amazon.
You're on manoeuvres?
Yeah.
All right. So just an exercise?
Exercise, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
What was the actual exercise? Can you describe it to
basically,
me?
there was 2 groups of us. We had to be cami and literally just hide out until the others arrived.
Right. Oh, cami as in camouflage?
Camouflage, yeah.
All right. Does commi stand for camouflage? Great. I was in the army once, you know.
Was you really?
No. But I was. I woke up one morning and someone was pointing a hairdryer at my duvet. I said, don't blow my cover. And the sergeant said to me, he said, what does surrender mean? I said, I give up. And something extraordinary happened to you when you were in the Amazon, didn't it? Can you tell us what it was?
I was undercover. I was on point defence. I mean, I was just literally a lookout.
What's that on point defence?
Basically, if the enemy was coming, I would be the first point of contact to let them.
Oh, I see. Oh, they put you at the front.
Yeah.
The chef. Did you have the feeling you were being sacrificed or something? You were there, with a bucket of sandwiches, and you just thought, if someone comes at me with that bayonet, I'm chucking at these ham and mustards are going straight at them. Anyhow, there you were, standing alone at the front.
I mean, there was a rustling in the back, and this wild boar just came out to have a drink.
Right, so he was...
He was like 3 foot in front of me.
Right, but you said you had the privilege of seeing something strike it. Something happened.
Yeah.
Tell us.
A green anaconda come straight out of the water.
An anaconda?
Which I didn't realise was there. If it was there, I would have moved on to the next bush.
Yeah. So So you saw an anaconda strike a boar in the Amazon. I saw an anaconda strike a boar in the Amazon. We all saw an anaconda strike a boar in the Amazon. Let's hear it for Tim O'Sullivan. There he is. Well, would you believe that? No, is the answer. Is probably the answer. Let's celebrate with a song. Hit the music, please. Lego, Frisbee, Scale Electrics, Doll's House, Transformers, Barbie, Space Opera, Teddy Bear, Rubik's Cube, Action Man, Meccano, Train Sets. I'm toying with you. Greg! Oh, don't you just love Gregorian chants? Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the next guest. Are you ready for the next guest? Yes. And so am I. What an absolute thrill to have this person with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're very, very lucky. She is an HR officer, Sarah Drizzen. Let's hear it for Sarah. Hello, Sarah. You work for HR, and,
yes.
And then you put comma charity. So do you work for HR for a charity?
Yes, yes I do.
Right, voluntary work. I wouldn't do it if you paid me. What's the charity, Sarah? What's the charity?
It's a Christian charity called London City Mission.
Ah, right, okay. And what do they do then? What's the...
all sorts of stuff around London, different ministries and kind of social action and things like that.
What kind of social action-y things do you do?
Work with the homeless, community activities in various places.
Yeah, well, I haven't got a lot of homeless jokes. What's been killed? The atmosphere! No, but that's tremendous. Great work that you do that. Have you seen a new Christian restaurant? It's called The Lord Giveth, and it also does takeaway. I've actually got a Christian mobile. It's pray as you go. You might want to use that joke when you... Yeah. I got a text from heaven. That was a godsend. That's all my Christian charity stuff. So how did you get involved with that?
I'd just done a music degree, actually, and I had no idea what I was supposed to be doing, and it just fell into my lap, so...
Wow. What were you doing? What music were you doing?
Oh, all sorts. Lots of ethnomusicology, so lots of world music and stuff like that. Sorry.
Ethnomusicology. Write that down, sir. Ethnomusicology. What on earth is that?
Well, I can't really remember it so long ago.
I spent half the course trying to remember the name of it, I should think.
The study of music in other places and how it kind of integrates with society and things like that.
Ethnomusicology. I tell you what, this isn't just not just jokes, is it? We are learning. I'm learning a valuable lesson as we go along. But now you work for this charity,
yes,
and so what current social action things are you in the middle of at the moment?
We've got some really cool homeless projects, youth clubs, things like that.
What happens do you help out at these places?
I don't know. I'm in the office doing HR.
And what kind of vacancies are currently available in that? Because I may be looking for some sort of job.
We don't really have many at the moment. Actually.
You don't have many? You thought quickly on your feet there, didn't you? There must be something. What was the last job that you gave to someone? I was thinking maybe we could do a bit of role play. I could come in as though I'm being interviewed for the job, and you could interview me, and we could see whether or not. Yeah, do you want to do that? Let's do that.
Okay.
Well, first of all, you certainly seem as though you want to do that. But what am I coming to interview for?
Let's say a cafe assistant. We've got cafes as well, so.
Right. So it's quite a high-fly position. Okay. Right. A cafe assistant.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. My goodness me. I hope I get this. Everything's crossed. Right. So in I come. Okay. So I'll just. I suppose I'll knock on the door.
Come in.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm quite nervous.
So am I.
So, well, here I am. I'm here for the cafe assistant role. I did a joke there about a role. So away you go. I don't want to drive it. After all, you're interviewing me.
What do you know about this role?
I like it. Callback. Nice. I know that I like cafes because I like people. I like I like talking to people.
Do you have coffee-making skills?
Do you mean, can I stir? Is that what you mean? What kind of skills do you mean?
Coffee art.
Coffee art?
Yeah, barista skills.
Do I have to know those?
Sometimes.
Right. What times of the day would they be? Can I ask you what the hours are?
They are negotiable at the moment.
Oh, right. I'd just like to do half an hour a week. Round of applause. She's obviously a very nice interviewer. Let's hear it for Sarah Blugan! Thank you, sir! Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thought we'd have a little bit of a break from the interviewing now, and we'd actually play a game. In order to play a game, what we have to do is we have to have a prize and a contestant. And this man down here is the contestant. Give him a round of applause. Here he is. Can I ask you what your name is?
Robert.
Robert. Right, okay. Robert, you are the contestant. The prize, as it happens, is a drum kit. Okay? I know, yeah. So you can make your own drum. And the game is French cricket. French cricket. I have a box here. Inside are 53 crickets. And only one of them is French. It's your job, Robert, to point at the cricket you think is French. Okay? So if you're at home now, I'm now holding the box towards Robert. Point at the one you think. Just point for me, Robert. Point. That one, that one. Okay. Let's just... Okay. And you are right! He's got it right! Give him a round of applause! Out of 53 crickets, he correctly identified the French cricket. Excuse me while I have a quick word with the cricket that he correctly pointed at. I told you not to wear the beret. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for a song. Why not sing a song? That's what you're all waiting for, isn't it? Yes. Oh, you are? I'm actually totally deaf. Yeah, I never thought I'd hear myself say that. Hit the music, please. I'm throwing hay fever tablets at you. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the next guest? Yeah. Me too, and I tell you what, we're very lucky to get this person with us. Please welcome an engineer from Boreham Wood. It's Ken Spears. Let's hear it for Ken. Ken, what a thrill to have you here with us. You're an engineer.
Yes.
Yes, and what do you actually do?
Electronics engineer.
Right.
Do military stuff.
Military stuff? What kind of electronic stuff do you do with the military? Like electric guns and things?
Things that protect ships from torpedoes.
Right. What, like some sort of... What protects a ship from a torpedo?
Something that goes in the water and makes a big noise.
Right. Has it not got a name?
Countermeasure.
Countermeasure?
Yes.
Wow. And you make these things? Do you design them as well?
Yes.
And do you... is this your dream job that you're doing at the moment?
Yeah, I guess so.
So when you eventually got the job, what was the first thing you designed?
Sonoboy.
Sonoboy?
Yep.
Sonoboy. Wow, these are great because these are all things I've not heard of. And for that reason, it's gripping. And have you ever been on a submarine yourself?
Yes.
Right, and have you been in one? Because that's safer, of course. Either way, this is going down well. But you've got a dog, haven't you, Ken?
I used to have a dog.
Please. What happened to it? What's been killed? What happened to your dog?
Well, many years ago,
yes.
In Glasgow, we had a dog.
What was his name or her name?
Sandy.
Sandy. Lovely. Was she a bitch? A bitch? So you were in Glasgow, I understand.
Yes. And we were driving along, and we stopped, and the dog jumped out of the car and ran off.
He could open the door from the inside, can he? Or was the window open?
The door. We opened the door, and he ran off.
You opened the door of the car, and the dog ran off?
Yes.
Right. And where, did you see where he went?
He just ran off into the distance and
so you
and
saw
disappeared.
He disappeared.
Yes.
This is. We're kind of looking for something more uplifting than this. The dog ran off into the distance, and that was it.
Yes.
Right. Right. And so, did you look that day? You looked.
Yes, for many days. Yes, we tried.
For many days.
Yes, yes, we tried to find him.
So you looked one day, and you looked 2 days. Still nothing.
Nothing.
3 days.
Yes.
So tell us what happened. How long before anything?
A few months later, after he disappeared, about 3 months later.
3 months later?
Yeah, we were driving along through Glasgow and we stopped.
You stopped? Yeah.
Opened the car door to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And the dog ran up and jumped in the car as if he'd never been there.
Well, that is extraordinary. So I now want to ask you a question from the Book of Killer Questions. Have you ever killed anyone? Ken Spears! Thank you, Ken. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very lucky with our next guest. What an absolute thrill. They've come all the way from Wales. It's music teacher Helen Standing. Let's hear it for Helen. Lovely to see you, Helen.
And you, Tim?
Right, and are you well? Are you well?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Great. A music teacher. I always think that sounds like an impossibly glamorous sort of job. I mean, it's just wonderfully uplifting, isn't it, to work with music every day. You know that you're going to be in there with... I mean, you do enjoy it, don't you, Helen?
Yeah, it's great fun. Yeah. It's great fun. You have to be your own roadie, though.
You have to be your own roadie?
Yeah, so there's a lot of gear to pack in the car.
What do you teach? The grand piano?
All sorts. Because I work in rural areas, so I do lots of instruments.
How many instruments can you play?
About 10 or so, something like that.
I never quite know when people say 10 or so. I mean, presumably you know how many. I mean, if you look at a flute, you go, yeah, I'm not sure, actually. What's your favourite instrument that you play? Which one would you say you excel at?
Piano's probably best, because I was playing that for longer.
Right. And how long were you playing that for?
30 years, something like that.
Crikey, it's a good job you came here for a break then, isn't it? What's your favourite piece on the piano?
At the moment, I'm trying to do a medley of TV themes.
Oh, right.
So,
no, I meant you like my favourite's the lid. I meant but TV themes, is that right? You're doing a medley of TV themes.
Yeah. So I started putting a few of them together last year. Been learning the Downton Abbey theme, so I played that on the piano.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What other themes? What segues from Downton Abbey?
After Downton Abbey, I do Birds of a Feather.
Of course, they're so similar, those tunes.
Yeah.
Where do you go after that?
Midsummer Murders.
Right, okay, yeah.
And then Coronation Street.
Right.
Then
that must come out of nowhere.
Then I got the Neighbours in there.
Right.
Then I either do Doctor Who or Wallace and Gromit, depending on what I feel like doing.
Are your family worried about you, Helen? But that sounds properly creative, what you're doing.
Yeah, it's really good fun.
Yeah.
So
you came out of Chester Zoo once, didn't you?
Yeah.
Dressed, it says here, I mean, when I read this first of all, I thought, what an extraordinary thing, but having spoken to you for a bit, this seems like one of the more normal things you've done. So you came out of Chester Zoo dressed as a monkey?
Yeah. Because we were in the shop, and I was looking around for a gift that would be a bit different, because the fridge is really full of magnets, so I wanted something a bit more original.
Right.
And they had these monkey masks.
You're putting the fridge magnets inside the fridge?
So I got this monkey mask, and I happened to be wearing brown.
Right.
And then, because my hair is really long and brown as well, so as I was walking through the car park, the kids...
Wearing the monkey mask?
Yeah.
Right.
The kids would all start laughing.
Yes.
And then we got in the car, and I wasn't driving, I'll just point that out now. So as we were driving around the car park, kept the monkey mask on, and just waved at all the kids. And the kids were all going, oh, Mummy, there's a monkey escaping from the zoo. So I just left it on there, and we drove out of Chester Zoo, and I still had the mask on.
Right.
So I was just carried on waving at people. And,
how long did you wave for, Helen?
We got onto the motorway.
You're still waving at this thing?
Yeah, it was great. And then we passed a coach,
Right.
So all the kids then were, looking at me, and I was just waving.
Still
as a
waving,
monkey,
right?
yeah.
Still
Then I thought, any minute now, somebody is going to have an accident.
Yeah. So then what happened?
I thought, I better, for safety's sake, better take it off, because you could see when one of the drivers or something was going to veer towards our car or something.
Still, you were in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
It's not as if you were driving. Perhaps you could give us your top 10 favourite musical instruments. Would you do that for us, Helen? Would you? Just, in reverse order from 10?
Okay, in 10th position.
Hang on, I'll do the in 10th position. Can we have the music, please? Welcome to Helen Standing's chart. Her 10 favourite musical instruments. Straight in at number 10.
The cello.
The cello. A non-riser at number 9.
The violin.
Exciting times. What's at number 8?
Bass guitar.
And at number 7?
The recorder.
The excitement's building as we head to number 1. And at number 6?
The harmonica.
They're getting smaller, viewers. At number 5, it's a new entry.
The ocarina.
I'm sorry?
Ocarina.
At number 4?
The flute.
At number 3?
Trumpet.
At number 2?
Saxophone.
And straight in at number 1, Helen Standing's favourite musical instrument is...
The drum kit.
It's the drum kit! For Helen Standing! Helen Standing. Well, what a fun time we've had talking to all these different people. My goodness me, we've really seen the whole of humanity here tonight. I was in this pub, and I saw this very drunk bloke sitting in a seat, and he said to me, what do you do for a living? I said, I'm a comedian. He said, I admire anyone who can stand up. I said, I bet you can't name a single subject I don't have a joke about. He said, beavers. I said, damn. He said, does every joke have to contain a vegetable? I said, not necessarily. But ladies and gentlemen, as we reach the end of the show, do you know there's one word that sums it all up for me? The word is gratitude. You guys, thank you for sharing your stories with me. Every single one of them was mind-blowing. I said, you guys, when I look at your faces, my heart starts to soften. You have an encouraging smile, you should use it more often. And yours a little bit less. I said, you guys, wasn't it great to hear what you all had to say? I don't think I got that job in the community cafe. You've been inspired, I've been inspired, we've all been inspired. Thank you very much, good night! The Tim Vine Chat Show is produced by Richard Morris and is a BBC Studios production.
All the guests on the Tim Vine are plucked from the audience on the night of recording. The first time Tim meets them is when they walk up on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tim Vine Chat Show. Applaud like you've never applauded before. In other words, look surprised by the sound it makes. Let's hear it for your host, Tim Vine! Thank you! Good evening. So I was chopping up carrots with the Grim Reaper, dancing with death. Yes, here we are. It's the Tim Vine Chat Show, the show where you, the audience, provide all the entertainment, which can only mean one thing. What we need is a miracle. What we need is a miracle. And I believe in miracles, don't you?
Yes!
So many friendly faces, mainly friendly faces. Let's grab this one chance, and if this miracle comes true, it'll be a miracle. Another great voice, round of applause, here we go. You know, I Tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it's been quite a day. I was rearranging the position of Dracula's teeth. Yes, I did a bit of feng shui. And then I found a train ticket. It was a day return. That took me back. Now, we've all heard the theory that people look like their pets. Well, tonight I'm going to test that theory out. You, sir, have you got a llama? Just so you know, whoever's sitting there, I always say, have you got a llama? I just got lucky tonight. I'd like to start tonight by performing a play in which I'm a fisherman who catches a cod, then takes mercy on it and throws it back into the sea, and you are going to play that cod. You don't want to do it? All right, I'll let you off the hook. So I said to this bloke, I said, I'm appearing in Hamlet at the Globe Theatre. He said, are you being facetious? I said, no, Polonius. Then he handed me a box stuffed with Jamaican hair extensions. Dreadful. But I get a lot of presents from my next-door neighbours. Lovely Italian family called the Ratzes. Yes, the dad's a bit annoying, paparazzi. So I looked outside the window. I saw the Great Wall of China hovering above a rabbi. I thought, that's long overdue. I'll tell you what is long overdue. Going to a jazz playground. I went to a jazz playground. All they had was a slide and a seesaw. And as far as I'm concerned, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got a swing. So I went to Sooty's barbecue at a sweepstake. I met the man who invented windowsills. What a ledge. And this antique dealer came up to me. He said, what do you think of the Chinese dynasty? I said, it's very badly dubbed. I said, I'm going to open a shop in Saudi Arabia. He said, Dubai? I said, yes, and sell. But, you know, my grandfather was a very controversial artist. He designed the lions in Trafalgar Square. It doesn't sound very cutting edge, but at the time, that really put the cat amongst the pigeons. But, you know, I met this builder at a party, and I said to him, I said, my bathroom window rattles. And so he gave me his card, and I got home, I folded it into 4. So I said to this New Zealand bloke, I said, I'm going to a Swedish furniture shop. He said, does it look like IKEA? So I went down to the local joke shop. I said, what are you actually selling here? He said, nothing, we're not a real shop. So I went to the Red Cross. I said, I want to buy a stretcher. He said, do you want to try it out first? I said, no, I don't want to get carried away. But what a show we've got for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The guests of the show are actually sitting in the audience. But first of all, let's welcome tonight's house band. Let's hear it for the Duck Feathers. Here they are. Give them a round of applause. Yes, the Duck Feathers. They've had a lot of downloads. You make that funny. Now, before we start, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do some catchphrases. The first catchphrase is I say, how tall are you? And you say...
5'7".
You're 5'7". I'm 5'7". We're all 5'7". The next catchphrase, I say, what's been killed? And you say, the atmosphere. Let's try that. What's been killed? The atmosphere. And the last catchphrase is I say, don't do the jokes, and then you all go, leave that to Tim. Don't do the jokes. Leave that to Tim. Are you ready for the first guest? Yes. You're ready for the first guest. I'm ready for the first guest. We're all ready for the first guest. It's Reservoir Panel Engineer, John Holland. Let's hear it for John. You are a reservoir panel engineer. What is that? What do you do?
I inspect reservoirs and dams. You know, the reservoirs got water in them, dams to hold the water back.
I know I look stupid, John. But that's great. And I've studied that. I used to be part of a think tank on the same. That's very good. Thank you. Shut up. John liked it. But how do you... This is a serious question, actually. How do you actually inspect things that are underwater? Because those are quite dangerous, those reservoirs, aren't they?
That is true. They are dangerous. Yeah. Well, most of the inspections done from above water, you'll be pleased to know, so I don't normally get wet.
No, right.
That's very important.
But nonetheless, the panels are underwater, aren't they? So how do you inspect? You can't just look, can you, surely?
I've never worked out why it's called a panel engineer. What's it got to do with panels?
John, you're asking the wrong man. So you... But how do you inspect the actual panels then, John?
I've never found any panels at reservoirs yet. So it's a pretty easy job.
Well, there we are. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm out of my depth. Now, something happened to you, didn't it? I'm hoping it did, anyway.
Yeah.
You were once stranded at an airport.
Yeah.
What happened?
So I took the family on holiday to Jersey. On the way back, I had the tickets with me.
Yeah.
And when we got to the airport, as you do, you look up to find out what time the flight's going to go and is it on time and all that sort of thing. No sign of the flight at all.
Right.
So I went to the information desk
Yes.
and asked what was going to happen with the flight, and they said that flight doesn't exist. So there we were, stranded at the airport.
You'd booked on a phantom flight?
Yes.
Right.
It was a very weird experience.
Sounds very weird. It's almost as though everything that you think is there is not there in your life. Because here's another story. It says you once had a slice of cherry cake, and what was different about that?
Went to a cafe, bought a slice. It was advertised as cherry cake.
Yes.
Of course, get the cherry cake, eat the cherry cake.
Yes.
And then I thought afterwards, there definitely weren't any cherries in that cherry cake. There were no
You bought a cherry cake, and there was no...
There were no cherries in the cherry
cherries.
cake.
You booked a return flight, and the flight didn't exist. You've got a job looking for something you've never seen.
Exactly that.
I don't believe in conspiracy theories, ladies and gentlemen. I think they've all been made up. I'd like to sing a song for you now. This song is called What Does He Mean By That? Hit the music, please. People say, don't they? Everyone remembers what they were doing when they heard the news that Kennedy died. But I wasn't alive, so I only remember what the guy from the CIA told me in confidence.
What does he mean by that? What does he mean? What does he mean by that? What does he mean by that? What does he mean? What does he mean by that?
People say, do they, don't they? Yes. There must be life on other planets. After all, it's a pretty big universe. And I believe that it's true, although I've got no idea where these aliens live. Well, I say no idea.
What does he mean by that? What does he mean? What does he mean by that? What does he mean by that? What does he mean? What does he mean by that?
It's finished! Applause! Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I actually wrote that when I was -11.
What does he mean by that? What does he mean? What does he mean by that?
Are you ready for the second guest? This person is a pharmacist from Ipswich. Let's hear it for Karen Howlett. Come on, Karen, join me. Karen, thank you so much for joining us. Now, you are an extraordinary job. You're the boil on a farmer, a pharmacist. No, not a pharmacist. The way it's written. You're a pharmacist.
Yes, I am.
But what is that? What do you actually do then?
I'm a surgical pharmacist looking after pain management in post-op pain patients.
Patients? So you pain relief?
Pain relief, mate, is my prime thing, yeah.
Right.
And end-of-life care.
Oh, right. What's been killed? The atmosphere! I used to go out with an anaesthetist. Yeah, she was a local girl. Yeah, we had a lot of good times, in general. All right. No more anaesthetist jokes, although there probably are some more somewhere out there in the ether. Anyway, listen, it's great that you're clearly a knockout, Karen. If there are you an anaesthetist? Is that what you are? Sort of.
I work with an anaesthetist, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good enough. That's why I'm doing the jokes. There may be some more anaesthetist jokes, but if there are, I'm not conscious of them. So, Karen, is there a scale of pain? Oh, that's a question. Is there a scale of pain?
We get patients to score their pain from
Do
0
you?
to 10.
That's a fun game. That could be a game show.
Sometimes it is, and describe the quality of it.
The quality of it?
We used to...
What's the quality of your pain?
Sharp or dull. And I used to say to patients, if you were going to give me the pain you've got, what would you do? And they say, replace your knee.
Replace your knee?
Yeah, because it's mostly knee replacement patients, so...
Yeah, so they were sort of doing a joke.
Kind of.
Don't do the jokes. Leave that to Tim! Although if you do have a knee, chip in, Karen. Tell us this extraordinary thing that happened to you. A colleague invited you out on a date.
Very nice chap. Invited me out to see the football. Queued in the rain from 6 in the morning to get the tickets for the Ipswich-Norwich derby.
The Ipswich-Norwich derby.
Big game.
He queued for that.
He queued for that.
Yes.
Seats at the on the centre line, brilliant.
The halfway line, we call it, but yes, centre line tells us what it is.
Fantastic.
You were actually sitting there. You must have got in the way of play. So you're there. You're on a date.
Yeah. 87th minute. Megson pass back to Brian Gunn. Goalkeeper missed it.
End to end. Own goal.
Yeah, 87th minute.
Right.
And I just jumped up and flung my arms around the bloke next to me, and it wasn't Jeff.
So you went on a date with a guy and kissed someone else who was standing next to him.
You know,
but
we
the
just
others
jumped up, and then Jeff wasn't quick enough, to be honest.
Do you still see Jeff?
No.
You don't?
To be fair, he had to be nice to me because I was giving him a lift home. He hadn't got a car, so...
Oh. Well, there we are. But I want to ask you a question now, and if you get this right, you win a book of anonymous poems, and it's a very rare signed copy. The answer is true, or the answer is false.
The answer is true, or the answer is false.
Okay, this is for the book of poems. My grandmother's teeth are not real.
False.
You say they're false. So that's true. You're saying that they're not real. So it's true that they're false, but they're not real. So is it? But you think that's false. So that's
true.
Well, either way, the answer is true, or the answer is false.
The answer is true, or the answer is false.
Let's do it for Karen, ladies and gentlemen. There she is. There we go. I tell you what, football. I do love football, actually. In fact, this bloke said to me, he said, "Can you tell me your availability to run a football team in Sheffield?" I said, "I can't manage Wednesday." Well, ladies and gentlemen, what I'd do is for the people who are listening on the radio at home who can't see this wonderful audience here, I thought I would talk to someone in the front row and ask them what their favourite bit of the show is so far. So let's just talk. Let's talk to you. Hello. What's your name?
Hello, my name's Mr. Coughlin.
Hello, Mr. Coughlin. So have you enjoyed the show so far?
Oh yeah, I've loved it. Loved it.
What's been your favourite bit of the show so far? Have you enjoyed the guests?
The guests have been wonderful guests. But can I just say, Tim, that you don't mind me saying this?
No, you go on. No, you carry on.
The best thing for me was, I just think you're so funny.
Mr. Coughlin. Mr. Coughlin.
No, isn't he, ladies and gentlemen? He's so funny.
Mr. Coughlin, please, you're embarrassing me. People will think that I've written this for you.
No, you haven't written it down. And my wife likes it as well, don't you, Sandy?
Yes. We love you, Tim.
You're not from the same area of the world as your husband, no, but it's lovely that you would be here, the two of you. And
we're not here alone.
Are you not?
No, we brought our French exchange student. He loves you as well, don't you, Pierre? so funny. You're so funny.
Thank you, Mr. Coughlin. That's very, very, very sweet of you. Let's hear it from Mr. Coughlin in the front row. That's very kind of you. Are you ready for the next guest? Me too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome to the stage a very special guest. They're from Hemel Hempstead. They're a chaplain. Let's hear it for Ray Ashley Brown. I sort of got excited for the wrong reason there, actually, Ray, to be honest. I thought you were going to come up with a bowler hat and a cane, but it's not that sort of chaplain, is it?
I did win a dance competition last year dressed as Charlie Chaplin.
That's slightly weird. Well, I didn't know that. Is that right? Were you?
True.
What sort of dance were you doing then?
Did the Paso Doble, not dressed as Charlie Chaplin. That was one of the dances. And the Charleston, dressed as Charlie Chaplin.
Right, so you do dance. What's this to take? Why dressed as Charlie Chaplin? Is that why? What's?
Well, because I'm the chaplain. And
oh, I see. So actually, the joke that I made is well.
It is. Yeah. I got there before you.
Yes. Well, I wasn't there that night, but.
No.
But you're a chaplain, and it's a lovely job to do, to encourage people. Where do you do it? Do you have it in a church or something? Where do you do it?
In a hospice.
Oh, blimey. What's been killed? The atmosphere! But something extraordinary happened to you, if we could just pass over your job for a moment. When you drove from Cornwall to Nottingham in torrential rain. Can you tell us what happened?
I did a long time ago. I'd been surf canoeing in Cornwall.
Surf canoeing?
Surf canoeing.
You're doing a lot of combining of stuff. Charlie Chaplin dancing, surf canoeing.
Surf canoeing.
I did a bit of canoeing once in the sea, and then someone jumped out and stole my wallet. Yeah, it was a crime wave. Come on! But you were on your way, weren't you, from Cornwall to Nottingham in torrential rain, if we could get back to the...
Yeah, we've been surf canoeing.
Yes, you've done
and we were heading back.
I know how that's done. If it's
it was torrential rain,
and
I was in a very old car that had a Vauxhall Viva, and the windscreen wipers didn't work. Right.
Had they ever worked?
They had worked up until that point.
So they stopped working when it rains?
They stopped working, yeah. Just before we set off in the rain, they'd stopped working.
Right.
So what we did was, we had some baler twine in the car.
Some what?
Baler twine, you know they used to...
It was a baby sham. Yes,
baler twine.
Baler twine.
Everybody know what baler twine is?
Oh, yeah, right, you do. It's like string. You mean string?
It's like string, yeah. It's a certain kind of string.
You could have said string.
String, okay. We had some string in the car.
Thank you.
So we tied one piece of string to one windscreen wiper one side.
Right.
And one piece of string to the other windscreen wiper the other side.
Right.
And one person in the front had one string, and one person at the back had the other string. And they
that was important, wasn't it?
Yeah. The whole journey. It worked, yeah. It worked.
No.
It did work. Yeah. Their arms got very tired, but it worked.
Oh, blimey. I used to work in a windscreen wiper factory. The bloke said, "Do you enjoy it?" I said, Let's play dessert topping.
You name a dessert and I'll name a better one. Dessert topping.
I'll name a dessert, and then you've got to name a better dessert. Then I've got to name a better dessert than that, and we carry on until one of us says raspberry trifle, which obviously is the best dessert. So that always wins. Okay, so why don't you start us off with... You start us off.
Spotted dick.
Okay, I'm going to say raspberry trifle. That's 1-0 to me. Okay, it's first to two. So now I'll start this time. Here we go. I'll say tiramisu.
I'll say raspberry trifle.
No, sorry, that's part of the rules I didn't explain. The raspberry trifle cannot have the same position in consecutive rounds. That's just one of the rules of it. So you can't say raspberry trifle. So I've said tiramisu. You've said...
Strawberry yoghurt.
Okay, I'm going to say... Strawberry yoghurt. That is a very good one. Strawberry yoghurt. I'm going to say raspberry trifle. So it's too little to me. That's dessert topping. Let's hear it for Ray. There he is. Are you ready for the next guest? Me too. What a thrill to have someone from Aveley in Essex here, ladies and gentlemen. He's a saxophone player. Let's hear it for Robert Shuffle. Let's hear it for Robert. Lovely to see you. Pick your feet up when you walk, Robert. Robert Shuffle. Now, Robert Shuffle. For a start, that's a brilliant name. It's a proper name. It sounds like a stage name, actually.
It does.
Yeah. And you play the saxophone, so you are used to being on stage. You're used to being in this.
Used to being in this environment. Yeah.
Right. And so, where do you play the saxophone normally? I suppose around the mouth
mainly.
area. Around the mouth area. Oh, we're nearly finished. No, sorry. Where do you normally play the saxophone?
Pubs and clubs, you know.
Oh, okay.
Weddings.
Yeah.
Funerals.
You don't get much call for saxophone at funerals, do you?
No.
I mean, no, not really. No. But and do you have a? Do you play with a band?
A duo.
A duo.
Yeah.
Do you have a? Have you got a name for the duo?
The Burns Brothers.
The Burns Brothers.
Yeah.
Right. That sounds slightly medical. The Burns Brothers.
Yeah.
Why is that then?
The guy I replaced was Mr. Burns, and he retired, and I took over.
But still, do you have a sort of interesting range of songs that you do? What do you normally start with?
Usually a ska one.
A ska one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that, isn't it?
That sort of stuff.
Yeah. Ska, Burns. It's all. So what ska stuff do you do?
Desmond Decker, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I know Desmond Decker. I know I'm trying to think. Is that the Egyptians? Is it? No,
Israelites.
Israelites, sorry.
That sort of thing.
Having said that, I went down to a local Egyptian shop. I said, "Can I buy a glyphic?" He said, "No, you can only hieroglyphic." So it's quite lucky that I accidentally said Egyptian. So, and do you go from the ska stuff? What other stuff do you do other than that?
Like 60s rock and roll, that sort of thing.
Okay, right. So I'm trying to think what 60s rock and roll would be. 60s rock and roll.
60s and rock and roll.
Oh, and rock and roll. So you maybe do stuff by Little Richard?
Yep.
Okay. What songs do you do by Little Richard?
Keep a knocking, but you can't come in, that sort of thing.
Oh, great. So if I sing that, you could play your saxophone part, could you?
If I had it with me, yeah.
No, but you can make a noise.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right. I keep on knocking, but I can't come in. I keep on knocking, but I can't come in. I keep on knocking, but I can't come in. Come back tomorrow night and try it again.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Robert, but my career's peaked. You recently had to play in a nudist camp.
Yep. In Surrey.
I didn't even know nudist camps. Well, it feels like a very sort of, carry-on camping sort of thing, doesn't it? You sort of don't think it exists.
Sorry, it's a beautiful place. You should come.
Well, I may well do. I've got nothing on at the moment. What an extraordinary time we've had together. This bloke said to me, Tim, as a young boy, was your mother very strict with you? I said, let me make one thing absolutely clear. My mother was never a young boy. Mind you, she used to beat me with a telephone. Yeah, I was always on the receiving end. I remember the first thing my mum said to me when I was born. She said, I was expecting you. But ladies and gentlemen, you've been a unique audience.
What does he mean by that? What does he mean? What does he mean by that?
Maybe we should do it again someday. That would be nice.
What does he mean by that? What does he mean? What does he mean by that?
But
what does he mean by that? What does he mean? What does he mean by that?
But ladies and and gentlemen, as we reach the end of the show, I have one word going through my mind. And do you know what that word is? Is it genius? Please, Mr. Coughlin. The word I have is gratitude. You guys, thank you for sharing your stories with me. Every single one of them was fascinating. You guys, when I look at your faces, my heart starts to soften. You have an encouraging smile, you should use it more often. And yours a little bit less. I said, you guys, this is the verse where I always ad-lib. La 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 la, la 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 la. I've been inspired, you've been inspired, we've all been inspired. Thank you very much, good night. The Tim Vine Chat Show is produced by Richard Morris and is a BBC Studios production.